The quality of our life is in direct proportion to the consistent action that we take towards our dreams. And by quality, it's important to distinguish that I mean fulfillment and not pleasure. Oftentimes we have to forego the pleasure of our life in order to get to a place where we can feel fulfilled. An example is while I was writing my book. It would have been more pleasurable for me to go out on a Friday night, or it would have been more pleasurable for me to watch a movie, or it would have been more pleasurable for me to do other things. However, I had a calling. I had something that I wanted to share with the world and something I wanted to personally accomplish. And so oftentimes I was sore, I was tired, I didn't want to sit at the computer for 15 hours a day and write. It would have been more pleasurable if I didn't go off by myself for weeks on end and I stayed with other people and socialized. However, I wanted fulfillment, and now I'm fulfilled when I have a book that I can share with people, when people tell me that the book is touching their lives, when I feel proud of myself. That's my fulfillment, when I feel grateful for who I am. But so often, we're scared, and so we take the immediate pleasure. And really, that's just comfort. Our pleasure is just our comfort. Or we take it to go hang out with friends, which is great, but oftentimes we actually don't ever get into our creative space because we're scared. We're scared about what can happen, you know. You're scared about sharing your music, you're scared about sharing your book, about sharing your art. And what you need to do is remember that the fear is actually something that can catapult you to action. And what you need to remember is that it's a lot worse to stay where you are, having never taken action towards something you wanted to do, because inside you know what you want to do. I know inside you know. People often come to me and they say, well, you know, I don't know what I want to do. And in 5 minutes, they'll start telling me about the things that they want to do. We know what we want to do. You know what you want to do. And so you just need to ask yourself, what would be worse? Taking the step, and maybe you fail, but you will learn from that experience. You will grow from that experience to be able to move forward beyond that. Or is it worse to never take action and stay where you are your whole life? Think about the pleasures that somebody like Martin Luther King had to forego. Think about the pleasures that Rosa Parks had to forego, the pleasures that Gandhi had to forego, and the fulfillment that they ultimately received because they knew the quality of their life was in direct proportion to the action they took towards their dreams consistently. And so when you feel the fear, do it anyways. You're gonna feel the fear whether you take the action or not. So it's just a matter of what you want to do with the fear, what you want to do with your life, what you want to think back on your life in 10 years, in 20 years, if you wasted it or not. Hey, do you want to reverse the facts that right now America's at the highest rate of clinical depression ever? Do you want to take happiness into the win? Well, press subscribe, share, and then share a smile with the next person you see. Ready, go, go, go!